Next up, the West Texas A&M Buffaloes, represented today by head coach Don Carthel, as well as Dustin Vaughan. Dustin is a senior quarterback from Corpus Christi, Texas, as well as Sergio Castillo Jr. He's a senior kicker from La Joya, Texas. All right, welcome, gentlemen. Coach, if you would, an opening comment on the upcoming season.
Well, first I want to say got my offensive coordinator here, Stephen Lee. He's done a great job with our quarterbacks and developing our offense into something other than just the air raid offense, and it's made a big difference for us. Got my wife here of 40 years who's my best supporter, and appreciate her coming down as well. But in terms of this year, we've got the biggest senior class we've ever had coming back, so we're very excited about starting the season and hoping that good things will happen from the Buffaloes and we can win more than we lose. But we've got some great players here. Dustin Vaughan, tremendous student athlete, Harlan Hill finalist last year. Sergio Castillo, who will break our school record this year, we anticipate, of all-time scoring leader and best kicker I've ever coached, and just a tremendous worker and a tremendous Christian and leader. You know, I was teasing him earlier. He's the first kicker that's ever been invited to a media day luncheon. It's usually some guy that plays every snap and everything, but it's a great honor for us to have Sergio with us from the Valley and everything, and he's a unique person. We've got some great guys on our football team this year. A lot of seniors, 5th and 6th-year seniors that have either redshirted and or medical redshirt and redshirt. So we're very blessed to have a lot of experience coming back. On offense with Dustin, you know, Craig Watts is a tremendous leader at our offensive lineman. He's another 3.6 GPA guy out of Killeen, Texas, a tremendous offensive lineman. Terrence Allen, great receiver. I think he was co-offensive receiver of the year last year. He'll be going into his 5th year as outside receiver there also. On defense, we've got Taylor McCullough coming back, 5th-year senior out of Red Oak here in Dallas, and I take it back, 6th-year senior, because he got a medical red shirt also 1 year. So we've got great experience there. I think he had 160-some-odd tackles last year to set the all-time record at WT. And Ethan Westbrooks with 19.5 sacks. Those are two really marquee players we got. Another guy that's kind of a little bit small in size, Curtis Slater, a little safety that's in his 6th year also out of Houston. And Curtis was one of our captains last year also. So those are some of our seniors that we're really proud of, that have great stats to go with leadership qualities and everything like that for us. Our kicking game is in great shape with Sergio, but not just him. We got Kevin Van Voris, who I think led the nation in touchbacks last year, well over 60, maybe 70 touchbacks. Forget the exact stats on him. Got a great leg. He's in great shape, finishing up his senior year. He's also our punter. He's averaged over 40 yards the 3 years that he's punted for us. So kicking game's in good shape, and just overall, if we can stay healthy, we feel like we've got a chance to have another good season and hopefully win more than we lose, and we'll go from there after that and see what happens. But they got to do it on the field, and they know that, and their work ethic has been unbelievable, and our support has been unbelievable there in Canyon over the years. But you know, key thing is just you know, since day one is you know, we feel like if we play hard and play with passion, then that's the goal that we should have to win football games, because winning will take care of itself if every kid does that, every play at his particular position.
All right, thank you, Coach. Going on down the line, Dustin, about 30 minutes ago, you were recognized as the preseason Offensive Player of the Year. Your thoughts on receiving that honor?
I mean, in this conference and the difficulty of this conference, it's an honor and it's a blessing to receive an honor like that. But I must say that, and I know everybody in here, as competitive as we are, we know that whatever shows up on that board, it's washed whenever you walk out these doors, and everybody knows that. And I mean, I agree, and I wouldn't want it to make a difference in anybody else's mind. I expect us to go out on Saturday and be competitive every time we go out there, and so it's an honor, it's a blessing, but you almost have to forget about it when you walk out these doors.
Now, WT has a strong tradition at quarterback. Tell us a little bit what it's been like playing in the footsteps of guys like Taylor Harris and Keith Knoll and Dalton Bell.
It's awesome. I mean, I've learned a whole lot from those guys, being able to play underneath Taylor, being able to know Keith and Dalton. Those guys are great guys to learn from, learn how to watch film, learn leadership skills. But I think the best thing to know about our offense and the productivity as a quarterback for our offense is, I think Coach Lee puts it the best, is understand that we're just a dealer. We just give the ball to the guys that are the actual athletes. we give them. I mean, you could see me run and you realize, well, I'm trying to get the ball out as fast as I can. And so to have athletes like Terrence Allen and guys to throw the ball to like that, and great running backs like we had last year and with Kyrie, and hopefully somebody stepping up into that position this next year. And I think Kedrick put it great when he said that, I mean, it starts at the offensive line, knowing that you can't get anything done. I mean, the snap starts with the center in those calls. And so knowing that, I mean, a quarterback, you kind of degrade the role of a quarterback to just a dealer. And so that's what I've learned from those guys, and it's what I've continued to learn throughout the years that I've played.
All right, thank you, Dustin. Now turning our attention to Sergio. Sergio, last year you scored 129 points to lead the league. What did you focus on in this past off season to help you continue that success?
Mainly just just changing my form. Try to get more power into it, but just being consistent. With my snapper, Monchi, Ramon Lopez, and my holder, John McSheffrey. It's a blessing. Just to have them. And be committed. And
what are your thoughts about the Buffs being picked atop the LSC preseason poll?
It's an honor, it's a blessing, but there's a lot of hard work that goes behind it. And, this offseason's been real big, and just looking forward to every game, every opportunity, and that we get.
All right, thank you, Sergio. Dustin, now we'll come back to Coach Carthel. The Buffs had a memorable run last year in the NCAA playoffs, reaching the semifinals. What's the key this year to make sure the Buffs are playing again in December?
Well, the key thing always, I think, is just to play hard, like I said earlier, and have that passion, and love to come to work every day as a practice player. And our guys, they're amazing. I mean, we push them hard in practice. They get a lot of reps. It's a high tempo, and I think that makes us better on both sides of the football whenever we practice as hard and fast as we do. And if you do those things week in and week out, you're gonna win more than you lose, and that's the whole key.
And your thoughts on the Lone Star Football Festival and getting a playoff opponent from last year, Chadron State?
Well, I want to compliment, I know we all do, Stan and his staff for putting this thing together. This being able to play at AT&T Stadium is a treat of a lifetime for a player. It's a treat of a lifetime for a coach like me or anybody else that's on those sidelines. It's just an unbelievable feeling to be in that environment like some of the other coaches were talking about. And just as importantly, it's a once-in-a-lifetime deal for fans and alums to come back and support their team in such a great environment also. So all those things factor into it being something that I think we all want to continue to do, because it is one of the highlights of our schedule every year. And, in terms of opponents, I'm kind of like Colby and Coach Wagner. I'd just soon play somebody other than Chadron, because them boys can play football up in Nebraska like you do in Texas. They are very, very physical. They're very well coached. It's going to be a great football game on that Thursday night at AT&T Stadium.
Well, Coach, Dustin, Sergio, thank you for your time and your thoughts this morning, and best of luck in the upcoming season. Thank you.